I mean, I remember I was for Christmas, we did Mary and Joseph scene, and I think I was Mary. I'm pretty sure. But that's main of my memory. I have really bad memory of my childhood. Hi, I'm Ashlynn. I'm 20 years old. I've been going to SPAC my entire life. I always grew up in a Christian home, and yeah, I've always known Jesus, but never really had a deep relationship with him until a couple years ago. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been raised Christian. When I was younger, my parents got divorced, which I have really no memory of that. But it started to affect me more as I got older because I just always have been used to my parents not living in the same home. But once I got older and kind of was more affected by it, going back and forth, it really just started to bug me. And yeah, it really made me just think more and more about what God has done in our lives. And I have 3 other siblings, and honestly, all of us are just chasing after Jesus, and it's a miracle what God has done in our lives because, yeah, I feel like a lot of us could have gone a lot of different ways, but we've all just decided to stay close to Jesus and follow him because we know he has the best plan for our lives. Yeah. I really feel like in grade 10, it just got really, really hard for me. A lot of my friends started partying and all those types of things, and I feel like I really didn't deal with the effects of my parents' divorce at all. So I finally was able to feel all the feelings, but I was dealing with it all in the wrong type of ways, I would say. Yeah, so just trying to fill the void with all the wrong things except for Jesus. And I still was going to church and stuff, but never really close with him at all, and never filling the void with him. And that was probably all throughout high school. I kind of was making those choices, half in the world, half with Jesus, and never fully deep in relationship with him. And I always still believed he was real. I never went through a moment where I didn't believe he was real. I just didn't really have a relationship with him at all. Yeah, that was really hard, being surrounded by people who also weren't chasing after Jesus. It makes it really hard to chase after him. Yeah. In the moments, I felt okay, but it was so temporary, and I just felt really empty. I would always go from coming home from something I knew I shouldn't have been doing and just feeling super not filled and just, yeah, really low. Compared to life with Jesus, it's just so fruitful and life-giving. But yeah, I just always felt really not full and super, super anxious. Anxiety was something I walked through constantly every single day. I would say before going to STN, which is a YWAM, it's called Surfing the Nations, I was brought to the ground. I never felt so low in my entire life. Being in a community who loved Jesus and was pushing me closer to him really just brought me back to him, and I just felt the love of the Father and just his arms wrapped around me. And it's honestly not even comparable to where I was before. My life, it's not easier, life with Jesus. There's still hard things that happen, but it's light and peaceful. I have never been at more peace in my entire life. I still have my days, but I was constantly filled with anxiety, always shaking with fear, never knowing what the future holds. And with him, I just know he has it, and I'm so at peace, and I feel just so joyful. I have such an amazing community here at SPAC, and it's been so fun to grow with all those people. When I started youth last January, it was just crazy to see myself almost in the young girls and being able to lead them in a way that I've been led by girls who are older than me. It was just amazing, and still being able to do that and just be there for them whenever they need, that has just been so crazy. And it's such a big passion of mine to lead young girls, because I remember how hard junior high was and feeling just all the different things, so many changes. So yeah, that has really honestly helped me grow closer to Jesus by helping those young girls. And worship has been the best thing ever. I absolutely love worshiping for Jesus and just glorifying him through that. And honestly, it has nothing to do with me. It's all about him. And that has really helped me step forward into it more, because it's not about perfection and everything being perfect, because that's not what God wants. And he knows that's like impossible for us to be perfect, but just glorifying him in everything I do. And yeah, worship has just been something that he's gifted me with that I want to use only for him. My encouragement would be to just like stay strong and just continue chasing after him. I remember feeling like, oh my goodness, like God isn't here. I don't feel him. Like I am just frustrated with him. But just continuing to chase after him and like read the Bible. Like I always thought the Bible was just like not very interesting, but the more and more I read it, the more and more I saw his heart. Sometimes you just have to keep going, and if you feel like God isn't revealing anything to you while you're reading, you just keep reading and he will reveal to you. And he does love you, and there's nothing you can do to stop his love. That's something I always thought. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've made way too many mistakes. Like there's no way. But there's literally nothing you can do for him to stop loving you. And yeah, I just would say, just keep chasing and keep going, and put yourself in situations to make it easier, like finding new friends who push you closer, finding a church, getting connected. Like those types of things really help me to pursue him even more.